As John left the room, closing the door behind him with a hard snap, Jeff allowed his face to fall. He glanced over at the mirror fastened to his wardrobe. He looked miserable. Downright miserable. It wasn't that he wasn't looking forward to Lucy coming over. She had visited before, and they got on well. Apart from when she brought her karaoke machine with her. It was the fact that he had to babysit. It was pretty much the only useful thing Jeff could do around the house. Being a ghost, he lamented, meant that it was practically impossible to make any real contributions. He couldn't iron, he couldn't push the vacuum. Every household chore required the use of hands. Actual, physical hands. I miss my hands, Jeff muttered, before realising he had said those words aloud. He was thankful that John had already left the room. He sighed and laid down, resting a couple of inches above his bed. It was just for decoration, really, his bed. He didn't need it at all. It wasn't like he could actually sleep in it. Same with the wardrobe opposite. There was no purpose of it being in the room. Jeff scowled as he remembered asking John to shift it to the hallway, only for Claire to overhear and insist that the wardrobe stay where it was, as a display of newspaper cuttings. Jeff sat up and floated towards them. They were all about him, the faded headline shrieking phrases like, "Dead man reappears in spirit form," or "Ghost walks among us." Jeff smiled. Those were the days, he thought, staring at the yellow strips of paper. Back in 1971, where he wasn't just a ghost. When he was the first ghost, the only ghost in existence. Of course, that had made him instantly popular. Famous overnight. He remembered his telephone jammed out with job offers and interview requests. He'd star in films with Paul Newman. Fans would show up and take over his back garden, chanting for him to make an appearance. He was special. And then the others appeared. Paul Maguire Smith. He was the next one. Ghost number 2. He popped up in 1974, at the top of Leeds Castle. And then, it seemed a new spirit was emerging every day. You couldn't move for ghosts in Britain. Suddenly, the fame started to dwindle. Jeff would check his phone messages and see that there was only one TV show booking him that week. His film roles were cut down to cameos, then extras. And when that call came, 10 years ago, for him to appear on I'm a Celeb, Jeff decided that he would leave the world of television behind forever. Ghosts were crawling out of the woodwork, and they were younger than him, and taller. More talented too. They could sing and dance and do impersonations. One girl, Josie Faith Farrell, skyrocketed to fame after she became a top Radio 1 DJ. Jeff turned away from the headlines and scowled. Here he was, 35 years old, stuck in ghost form for nearly half a century, and just another see-through spirit, with his most important role in life being a babysitter for his roommate's girlfriend's niece.